Something as complicated as the championships, and it's 13 days, requires a lot of information from all sources. Where the Met Office comes in handy and is vital is really allowing us to make some long-distance predictions as to what the likely weather is going to be. Although if you ask the head groundsman, all he does is stick his finger up in the morning, and that does for him. But clearly the technical information that comes, and specifically how long or when we can expect bad weather, whether that be rain or bad light, is very useful in helping us to plan for the day. Well, the ideal Wimbledon weather is probably a day like today. Plenty of blue sky, a lovely bit of English sunshine, a sort of typical English summer's day, not too much wind, and definitely no rain. Well, as you'd expect, where the lawns here are absolutely vital to the running of the championship, so there's a head groundsman and a team who labour, dare I say it, night and day over the care of the grass here. And there's a rigorous routine. I think it would be too long to go into it, but essentially they strip off the surface after each tournament, re-sow it, and then it is really left. So the condition you see it in now here on centre court is how it will remain really until about next May, when the sort of real work will start in earnest in bringing them up to championships condition. Here on centre court, we now have one of the greatest technical advances, I suppose you might say, in its history, and that is the addition of the new centre court roof. The greatest advantage for this is that it does guarantee us a finish. It wouldn't necessarily help us in the early parts of the competition where we have lots of matches to play, but obviously when we come towards the all-important finals, we can guarantee pretty well, let's say 99.9% finishing on the schedule. Of course, it's typical that having put the roof on for the last 2 years, we haven't really had any rain at all. So, of course, the question is, why didn't we do it 50 years ago? And clearly, it would have made one heck of a difference. Perhaps rather unfairly, Wimbledon has always been associated with bad weather, and particularly with rain throughout its 125 years. It'll be this year, throughout its 125-year history. But actually, if you look at the statistics, that's not really fair, because I think it was certainly when the roof went on, we were therefore doing all our statistics gathering, and we've worked out that in fact only in 32 times in 125 years has play been totally rained off. So on balance, we think perhaps we've been slightly unfairly labelled in that respect. Of course, that doesn't take into account all the other times when perhaps the play has been interrupted, and possibly that is the most tedious thing of the rain. But as you say, on centre court now, hopefully a thing of the past.